schools and asked me to step in and help him which we came up with House Bill 2905, which was Bill's bill. We passed it, which was reform on the virtual school. We came back this year and did 30, what was it, 30, I can't remember now, 35, 55, 39, 55, which I was the Senate sponsor. So we've done 2 reform bills. So Senator Boggs is a good man. He works hard, he's there every day. I have great respect for him, as I have for this gentleman here. And no matter how this comes out, you know, we've got to pull together one way or the other. But at the same time, I can only attest to my relationship with him because we work together. So for what that's worth, I'm a 36-year retired educator, principal for 26 years, coach, a teacher for 12 years before that. Left education in order to run for the Senate because I thought our kids were taking a back seat to the budget process. We've had a lot of things go on. I think we had six sessions in my 4 years because we had the special sessions. It's almost like I've been in 6 years instead of in this COVID thing. I don't think I've had a good year yet. You know, it's, sometimes you wonder why you want to go up there. You know, it's one of those deals. The first year you're in special sessions fighting on revenue bills, teacher raises, and the next year, you know, you've got $1.2 billion shortfalls and $600 million shortfalls. Then we had a $600 million surplus, and we do things. This year, COVID hits, we have to cut $1.4 billion. That's not any fun. It's a tough job, and not everybody's cut out for it. But I can attest to working with these 2 men. I've run bills with Representative Randleman. He's run my bills. I've run his. Larry's been co-author of the COLA bill with me. I was the COLA bill sponsor in the Senate. Several other things. Larry's a co-sponsor and pushed hard for retirees. So just want to have an opportunity to say a few things, and I appreciate you having me here and letting me speak. And obviously, like I said, this was a very energetic crowd tonight and very spirited, and give me a lot to think about on my way back. And I'll probably go pick up some Senator Silk signs in Muskogee that he still has to pick up. Thank you.
Point of order. I would like to ask for Senator Silk to have an opportunity to speak about Warren Hamilton since we allowed Senator Pendleton.
I second that motion.
It's not on the program, so I'm not going to allow that right now.
No, that'll do business.
It
That's
almost
a point
seems
of
fair
order.
if we're working,
That's a point of
we want to
order.
work together.
We should allow it.
Yes, I agree, I second that motion.
Okay, well that's fine. And first off, I
Well, you
agree.
spoke for quite a while.
Oh, me?
Not about Warren Hamilton.
Yeah, it's up to
You
you.
can speak about not about it if you want to.
Okay,
well,
What
speak about
I meant
Hamilton.
was, he's already had his opportunity to speak.
Just ask questions.
That's fine. No, since that was the order and the chairman approves, that's fine. I'll briefly. Like I said, I worked with Larry Boggs for 6 years now. Have some respect for him. Anybody who holds public office, I have respect for because it's not a fun thing to do. Same thing with Senator Pendleton, Representative Randleman. However, what I look at politics very, very differently. I'm not a political player whatsoever. And unfortunately, what I see in our state and our nation is status quo legislators. And that's my biggest concern. In the Oklahoma State Senate, we have a Republican-controlled Senate, a Republican-controlled House, and we have a governor. And look at what we've done. We've grown government, we have raised taxes, and we have killed things.
Are you speaking about it?
Yes, and we've killed ideas to actually establish life begins at conception and offer life. So the one reason why I have entered this, I'm here, and me and Warren has some correspondence that I think he sent out. Is that what I know about Warren Hamilton is he's not a status quo legislator. He will buck leadership when they need to be bucked because every senator up there represents the exact same amount of people. And we cannot have legislators anymore who just cave to leadership, will not author bills regarding tough issues because they're not appropriate. That's why Warren Hamilton, he's a fighter. And I'm not in this. I'm not going to be able to vote. Neither is Senator Pemberton. We're not going to be able to vote here. It's going to be up to you guys. And you have 2 options, and you have 2 very, very different options. I think they're both Christian men, but they're going to operate very differently. And what I see, and I live in Oklahoma, and what I want my kids to see from our legislators, I want them to see fighters. I want them to see people who go up there, challenge the system, and will actually put everything on the line to stop things like abortion. Warren Hamilton is going to do that year 1. My concern is a lot of people have been up there 8 years, 10 years, and and they have not offered one bill that has done anything substantial regarding protecting life. And that's why I've been involved in this. And so I'll be quiet now, but there's two options and you get to pick. There's two very different candidates.
I believe.
Okay, I've got one more thing, on board of new business. In regards to our office here, I'm glad to hear that we are wanting fair elections, because it has been reported to us that there have been people who have stopped in here and had campaigning for Senator Boggs. And that is something we definitely need to distance ourselves from, and everything.
I
And I
beg
would
your
like to
pardon,
add,
I have not campaigned.
including texting these people.
In this office.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs.
No, ma'am.
Stillwell.
I thought we were supposed to be getting together.
And so I would like to make sure that that is something that doesn't happen anymore, because it's not something that we should be
Sherry,
doing
you
from
are
the
telling
top.
stories. That is not true. I have been in this office. You were not here.
Yes, ma'am, because this lady, I didn't even know her, and I actually knocked on her door, and she said, "You won't believe what's going on up there at that office," just so you know. And I stopped in there, and her name is Janice Stillwell. She lives over on
I
Second
know
Street.
who you're talking about.
Yes, and she
I
was
did
very
not
disappointed.
campaign.
She said, "You're not only fighting the establishment at the state, you're actually fighting the
Let's move
establishment
on. This is
right
not
here."
productive at all. Move us on.
This
Move us on. Move us on. Don't take it. Move us on.
You can make a motion now to adjourn. We'll just stop it.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Good luck on stopping it.
This lady came in this office talking praise to God. and I-
Vote for us. Let's adjourn.
That's what they wanted.
What I said at your deal was I think that a woman in certain circumstances has the right to have an abortion. That's what was said.
Representative Randall.
You gotta quit telling all these lies about me having dementia and all that. And no, I'm sure you have. I repent every morning that I have to do the things I have to do. Yes, I've got more abortion bills being run and have been run. You repent. And you let me learn, I'll repent every morning. And you ain't never gonna be the judge. You ain't never gonna be the judge of my repenting. Screw you. And record that. It's worth it to me. And if you don't like it, step outside. And then you square right up. You just did. You bring that up again. Bring it up. Put it on any recording you want. They are lying about half the stuff they put out.
What did you say about a woman does have a right to have an abortion in certain instances? Want to say that again?
No,
I'm telling the truth, and he just said that.
something you said, and then it got.
Exactly. That's not my public opinion. I'm really embarrassed that you claim to be.
Be careful.
We're both Christians, and I can't believe that you are actually buying into that. That's what the Democratic Party says. They believe that women should have the right to abortion and exception, rape and incest. That's exactly what they say. That's not what we